Together. We'll talk about David Mabuza. Lester, good afternoon to you in just a moment. But just as far as Moyane was concerned, what was he due to say in Parliament today? What was the expectation?
Well, Parliament's Finance Committee had called SARS to speak about a wide-ranging number of issues, most notably the Jonas Makwakwa issue, but also the issues surrounding the now suspended SARS commissioner. That briefing has now been postponed until there is finality regarding on the SARS commissioner and the former SARS commissioner's position. But this morning, the Finance Committee chairperson, Yunus Karim, saying that he has received a phone call from the acting commissioner, Mark Kingon, saying that he is willing and open to cooperate with the Finance Committee here in Parliament. But as you said, David Mabuza making his first appearance in the National Assembly today. We know that there is a list of set questions, but also we expect some supplementary questions to be snuck in there by MPs asking for more clarity regarding the suspension of Tom Moyane.
Just in terms of Didi Mabuza, the Deputy President, it's his maiden appearance in front of the House. As you rightly say, Lester, he is going to face a baptism of fire, and part of those supplementary questions, one assumes, is his fairly controversial past.
That's right. It's really the first time for David Mabuza on the national stage. He's always been a fairly popular and well-known figure, particularly in provincial politics up north in Mpumalanga. But now, after his somewhat surprise elevation from being elected ANC Deputy President at Nasrec in December last year to just over a few weeks ago, President Cyril Ramaphosa elevating him up to the #2 position in a government. David Mabuza really having his first bite at that national platform, and is expected to be coming in for some hostile reception from some MPs. As you said, issues regarding his past, insinuations and allegations regarding of some sort of illegal or immoral behavior may come up. That is one of the questions, though. The Democratic Alliance asking the question as David Mabuza as Deputy President and therefore the head of the government's moral rejuvenation program. Just see exactly what is he going to be doing. But in platforms like talking to ENCA and also other platforms, David Mabuza has said that there's been no allegations, there's been no police investigation in any of his dealings. He's on many occasions said that if people have evidence, if people have information of any of these allegations or insinuations, they should go to the police, and he's quite right in that respect. But that's not going to stop MPs from raising these issues in the National Assembly today. Yes, the Speaker may protect the Deputy President by saying that any information or any question should come at as what has become the parliamentary term, come as part of a substantive motion. But also MPs, if you remember, do have parliamentary privilege, so they could say pretty much what they like. So we're going to be expecting a hostile reception to David Mabuza's first appearance, taking questions in the National Assembly this afternoon.
And just quickly, Lester, somebody else who might not necessarily face a hostile reception, but certainly a little bit of chirping, will no doubt be the EFF's Floyd Shivambu. He's got a question on the order paper about the fight against illicit financial outflows. But given the altercation that we are reporting on today with a journalist outside Parliament itself, no doubt it should be fairly noisy. What are you hearing in that respect?
Well, I can tell you at this moment, my colleague Annika Larson is waiting outside that committee room where Floyd Shivambu is participating, and waiting to get some reaction from him on just exactly what happened this afternoon. There's a video that's been circulating on social media taken by a fellow journalist this morning of Floyd Shivambu, as well as two other men seemingly manhandling a journalist who was taking pictures and on this. Journalist Adrian de Kock of Netwerk 24 saying that he was merely trying to take photographs and ask questions of Floyd Shivambu just on his opinion on another matter that's happening in Parliament, the disciplinary hearing of Cape Town Mayor Patricia de Lille. So everything happening here at Parliament, I'm sure there's been some rowdiness out in the precinct, and I'm sure that is going to breathe itself into the National Assembly chamber in just over half an hour's time, where we're expecting that pretty expected raucous question answer session for the Deputy President. But as you said, Floyd Shivambu asking a question on the podium today is expected to come in for some heckling and chirping from particularly members of the ANC and Democratic Alliance today as well.
All right, Lester Kivitt, nice one. Thank you very much indeed. We will take that Q&A session in the National Assembly around about 2:10 this afternoon.